Hello everybody, thank you for joining. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Cheryl. For those of you who follow me on a regular basis, a very, very warm welcome to all of you. I so appreciate you all. I wanted to come on and show you something I'm making as a gift for somebody, but I love it so much that I'm going to make one for myself. They're very easy. This is for me, it's going to be a stationery box. And I'm going to show you how to make the box. Very simple. I have a little, this is from a tag. This is a Raindrop Lila digital kit. Actually 3 of them that I'm using, but primarily I'm using her Floral pastels. I know that she was having a sale. I don't know if she still is. I haven't checked her Etsy shop, but I'll leave all the links below to the kits that I used in case you want to go shopping. Okay? It's a perfect day for shopping. It's 75 degrees here. All my windows are open. It's lovely. So anyway, and I hear it's getting warm all across the country, so I'm really happy about that. So this is a tag that I just cut the top off. I did do some gold gilding on it. This is from the background kits from the Floral pastels. Okay, and then here I just put a little grommet and it's glued on the back. Okay, so it won't, it won't come out. I used Fabri-Tac, and I kept it clipped for a long time. I did cover this, but I did not cover the inside because I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking that far ahead, but I'll show you how to cover the inside and the outside very easily. I took the very hard road. I put it all together and then I covered it. So you just open it up, and I'll show you what's inside the box. I have a piece of vellum in there right now, but I think I'm going to make a bag and slide everything in the bag and then place it in the box. And then once I show you how to make the box, I'll show you what I've put in the box so far. Okay? So let's begin. Put this over here. All you'll need is the top or the bottom of a Dollar Tree box or a very, very cheap gift box. This is probably a shirt size, okay? So what you want to do is, I'll put this back down. Well, this is the way I did it. I saw it on a reel at Christmas time 2 years ago. And I don't know, I don't remember exactly if I'm making it the right way, and I honestly do not remember who did it. I just remember she did it, okay? This is the way I'm doing it because I found it the easiest way. So what I did was, all our boxes aren't going to be the same, so I'm going to show you how easy this is to do no matter what size box you use, okay? So what I did was I folded it in half, but I didn't fold this down. I just made sure my ends were, these 2 pieces were together, okay? And you get, if you go to the Dollar Tree, you get 3 sets of shirt boxes for $1.25, which means you could make 2, 4, 6 of these boxes with 1 package. So you could get 6 boxes for $1.25, and these would be great storage boxes as well, or for any kind of gift, okay? I'm making this for a gift for a friend of mine who's sending me some fabrics. She was one of my seamstresses when I used to work at the theater, and she's opened her own studio. She's still sewing. So what I did was I pinched it in the middle, okay? And that's not the middle, but I'm using that line as the middle. Then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to go across 1 inch on this side, making sure it's straight. And on this side of the inch, I'm going to score it. And I'm going to use, I was going to use my bone folder, but I think I'm going to use my stylus because my bone folder didn't go through the cardboard real well. So I'll use this side. So I'm just going to score it on this side. You could use a scoreboard. but this is easier for me than pulling out my scoreboard. I find a lot of people saying that lately. So I'm just making sure this is scored good because I want to be able to bend it good. Now, so I went to the right of the middle. Now I'm going to go to the right of the middle there. And I have to turn it around actually. Let me just make a mark there so I know where it is. So I'm going to have to turn it around because I'm right-handed. So now I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to go to the other side of that little line that I made right here, you know, the middle. I'm now going to go to the right of that, and I'm going to make a 1 inch. Where is it? Hold on, let me get that right there. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the right of that and do another 1 inch. And if we have time, which we should, I'll show you so far what I'll put inside the box. It's not rocket science. I mean, it's very simple so far. I have one more thing to make, which I will make on video. Actually, maybe 2. I always go above and beyond. It's like, Cheryl, the stationery, the cards, the, you know, the little tag, you know, all the things you've already put in it, that's enough. But I don't know, some reason it's always like, well, wait, I want to use this part of the kit. I want to use that part of the kit. But anyway, so here are 2 lines, and let me just get my pencil. I'll just show you the 2 lines because it is quite bright. I have my blinds open and my windows. So there's your 2 lines where you scored. Here's one and here's one, okay? Just so you can see them. And then there's 2 score marks right here. So now you can open it up, and it is kind of flimsy because it, you know, it's just a Dollar Tree box. So, but once you cover it, it's no longer flimsy at all. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut here on this score line. And I'm going to cut on this score line. And then I'm going to cut on this score line. And I'm going to cut on this score line. All the way up to the top. There. So just open these up. Now take your glue. See this? See how this box thought, you know, it's just, they're not made real well. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue all 4 of these sides. I hope I'm not too close to the camera. But I'm going to glue this down, make sure it's glued down nice and, you know, everything's nice and glued down because you don't want that coming up. And you don't have to cover it. Thinking back, I would have covered it before I even did this part. I would have covered the whole thing inside and out. Collaging it and putting some Mod Podge over it would be fabulous. But I didn't think that far ahead. I was in a hurry. And I wanted to make a sample before, you know, so you could see what I was doing before I did it. So I'm just going to grab a clip. Hold on, my hand doesn't. There we go. So I'm just going to clip that so that it dries while I'm gluing the others. And the rest of the project isn't that, like, it's not rocket science at all. I mean, you could make this in a day. Unless you're me and you have to, you know, embellish everything and decorate everything. supposed to be a stationary box, and it's morphed, per usual. So, I can't wait to make a journal with this kit. And she's had it out for a year. It's Raindrop Lila, if I haven't said so already. And my March design team project. Put some more glue under that. Just make sure you get plenty of glue under here, because this is like kind of your anchors. You know, you want this to be really stable. Get my oh, I'll pick that up in a minute. My hands, honestly. Okay. I'm sorry if this is way high up, but I've got to get underneath here. These are so cute. I really love this. And like I said, you don't have to decorate it, especially if you're using it for just storage in your craft room, although I do like pretty things in my craft room, especially after I just did a deep clean since Monday. Oh my goodness. So glad that's over with. Now for the rest of the house, because it is spring, you know. I mean, well, at least it is here. I usually like to get it done way before March, you know, like I like to have everything done by February, but not this year. Just getting started now, but it's okay. It'll get done. Everything's done in my craft room. I figured, you know, there's just so much splattered so many places. I just took everything out. My husband went out in the garage. We had some bins out there when we moved, and he brought those in. They were empty, and I just emptied this room completely and, you know, washed everything. I mean, I had done a pretty good spring, not spring cleaning, but, you know, dusting and things like that 2 weeks ago. So I couldn't even believe still the dust, but, you know, we are working with paper. So, and I do keep my windows open, which my throat is definitely feeling it. And I take allergy medicine, but, oh dear. The grass pollen is really high, which is nice. We just need rain desperately. I can't even tell you. Oh no, I can tell you the last time it rained. It was Monday, and it wasn't raining that hard, but our electricity went out right after I dropped the coffee. Oh, it was what a day. And I hadn't been having very good days, so now you're going to glue these two little tabs down that you cut. If I'm in frame. Am I in frame? I can't tell because I can't see, because the light is reflecting off my camera. The light coming in through the window. I don't have any lights on in my craft room, but my fan's on. Shoot. I try to remember that when I'm gluing, because it dries the glue so fast. But it's okay, it's on low. Kitty likes it. Right, Robin? She's asleep. She's a sleepy kitty. John calls her, what does he call her? He calls her, not Squeaky. His name is Robin. That's the name he came with. And he calls her Chirpy. She talks so much. Oh my goodness. But she's asleep, so that's good. She's very lazy. She got up on my desk when I was cleaning the other day, and across the way we have our neighbors, Christine and AJ, and they're so sweet. I just love them. And AJ, John and I were busy yesterday. It was yesterday. John and I were busy, you know, finishing up. He had washed my floor a couple of times, and then he was washing some windows in the house. And AJ sent him a picture. Robin was on my desk, which he's never, ever gotten up on my desk. But my window was open, the blinds were up, and he sent him a picture. And what he did was he took a picture from his house, you know, outside, so that you could see our cat. And then he turned around and he took a picture so that you could see his cat. And he said, there's a cat off going on. And he sent us a text message with the 2 cats. I'm like, that is so funny. Wait, where is Robin? Oh my gosh, that's my desk. Oh dear. He's never been on my desk. He's never, ever, ever jumped up on my desk. Probably because I have stuff on it, you know, and that day I didn't have anything on it. Nothing. Anything. Side, front, nothing. It was nice. It seemed very big. Okay, so we're going to let this dry just for a second before we bend it up. Now, this would be the time you would decorate it, because it's much easier to get on the inside, and see how much easier it would be to get, you know, to embellish the outside. And you could use, like I said, collaging it would be wonderful. I think it would look great, you know, with Mod Podge, and then go over it with, you know, some gesso, and maybe add some napkin. I've done, it's called a journal in a box. I have never, where is it? Oh, it's up too high, sorry. But I did do a decoupage napkin after I did a lot of different color paints and some gesso. And then I, you know, put napkins, and then I put matte medium on it. And I have made the journal, I just have never finished it. I get bored. I don't know about you, but I've got like 2 or 3 projects going on at one time. So silly. Well, there's always something that comes up too, like a gift or you know, a digital that I want to really play with. So, yeah. My royal mail should be coming for my marvelous mice. I can't wait. That is an Angela Kerr design. I am going to be finishing a traveler's notebook journal, which I will do on video, and finish this up and show you, do a walkthrough. I'll be finished with this today, but I'll do the walkthrough tomorrow. So now you want to, where you have scored that, you just want to take your hand and go on back of it, hold this part, and just rub the back of it so that you can kind of bend that. And then do the same thing to the other side where you scored it. You know, keep this flat on your desk. And then just fold it over. And then take your hand. See that piece right there wasn't real. So I'm going to trim that, because, you know, it's just a Dollar Tree box. And if you cover it, even if you didn't cover it, you're not going to notice it. Excuse me. My hand was ringing. Because I video with my phone. So I'm just going to trim this, because like I said, it wasn't perfectly square anyway. And then I'm going to take some of my seed block right here. This is just from Dollar Tree, but it works really well. See, just evens everything off. That's it. I'm going to do the same thing to this side, only I'm not going to cut it. Just going to take some of that edge off there to make it even. Which is right there on the corner. I had to do it to the other box too because, you know, like I said, it's like lunch bags or envelopes. No two are the same. Even if you took a brand new box of envelopes, they're just not the same. They're not the same size. There, N is your box. Now, like I said, if you get a package of 3 boxes, you've got 2, 4, 6 boxes this size. It's a great size too. And you could, before you, or even now, I could fold it back. I could cut this out and put a piece of acetate in there so you could see what was in it, which I think is a really, really nice idea. You know, it'd be pretty. I'm trying to bend this down where it was on that fold. That's about the only fiddly part, is making sure that this is, and it would probably be easier if you took your ruler maybe and stuck it, maybe. Yeah, much easier, much, much easier. Because now you've got something to kind of go along the edge there and make it nice and straight. So just take your ruler and stick it in there, and you've got yourself a really pretty box. Even by itself, it's nice without decorating it. And then it just closes up on the outside, like so. And you've got yourself a box. Now, I have 3 boxes, because I had to make sure, you know, I made 1, then I decorated it. I made 2 actually, decorated 1, and now I've got 2 more. But it wasn't until the second one that I thought, oh, I should have decorated that. But you can collage, you can do anything with these. And I'm going to be using them for storage. Or I'm going to make myself a stationery box for sure. Because, you know, I send journals out to people. I send Happy Mail to people. I sell journals to people who request them. And it's nice to have something handmade. This is just some of the sandpaper from the cardboard box. So let me show you, if we have time, if you want to stay, I'll show you so far what I've put in my stationery box. And then we'll call it a video. So I did put the little periwinkle ribbon there, glued it on the inside, and then the vellum. And then I think what I'm going to do is make a vellum bag instead of having, like, I was going to do tracing tissue paper, but I decided to do the vellum bag because I just thought it looked nicer. I put in a little hanky. It's a vintage hanky. I'll do these last. These are just little bit type things, so, and they're not finished, so I'll do those last. So what I have is a notebook, and I've made these on video before. All you do is I printed 2 to a page of the tall journal pages, the tall layouts. I printed 2 to a page, so it's 5 by 7, no, 5 by 6.5, because it's 8.5 by 11 paper. So actually, yeah, 5 by 6.5. So, or 6 1/4. So that's my top page right there, and that's cardstock. Then this is my next page, 2 to a page, and then that is actually glued to this page. This is sewn in the middle. So I cut this 4.5 inches wide because this is 5 inches, and I sewed the pages together here and folded them over. Okay, this is just a rub-on. You can't even feel it. I mean, I love these rub-ons. These are from My Creative Studios, but you can get them anywhere. And I haven't finished doing the pages yet. So there's all the pages. And like I said in one of my previous videos, oh no. Okay, it's fine. When I glued, I just glued that with glue stick because I'm going to stitch it. When I glued this to this, it got stuck a little bit here, but that's fine. And then the only other place it's glued is right along the very top here, about 1/8 of an inch. And that's what keeps that topper on. So that's the topper. That's your first page to your little notebook, which in fact, I mean, if you used it this way, it could be a journal. I mean, it's big enough for sure, but I'm using it this way because I love her. Of course, no, that wouldn't have worked. It would have been too small. So I am going to sew the lace, which I put on this page to make it just peek out the bottom instead of having it on this page. And then you'll lift that up, and I did the same on the back. Okay? And it's really a nice, good-sized notebook. It's got 9 pages folded in half. That's 18 pages. Double-sided would be 36. Okay? So there's a notebook. And then I have all the cards that come with the kit. These cards are already made. I just have to decorate the insides, which I already know what I'm going to do, and I'll do that. Once I get them decorated on the inside, I'll go through the walkthrough. I'll show you. But there's one card, and they're the same as the layouts. So, but you just print the card and fold it in half, and you've got your card. Okay? So there's a card. Is this not a gorgeous kit? Another card. This is just such a versatile kit. It could be Mother's Day, Easter, spring, just because, you know, it's just a beautiful kit. There's another card. And like I said, the cards, you just print it, cut it, put it in the envelope. And the envelope's already made as well. I mean, you have to print them and cut them out, but I'll show you them. It's that one. And you could even make little mini journals out of these. There's so much you can do with these. I've done so many things with her cards. I love them. This one. This one. I love the lilacs. Oh, I can smell them. Oh, to have lilacs again. This looks like an embroidery. I'm going to print that on fabric. My favorite, obviously. I've used it in so many things. And I know I have a couple of double cards. I must have not realized I printed them. And then this, I might put something in the frame. I don't know yet. I have plenty of things to do that with. But this is how the card comes. You just cut it out, fold it in half. You've got a card. And then the envelopes are here. And I just put the bow on for now. It's not tied properly or anything. But the envelopes match. And then I lined the envelopes. I flipped them over and did a, I just printed on the backs. So I used the backing pages to line the envelopes. So that's actually a backing page. So this is the envelope. It comes like this. You just print it and cut it out, and then I lined the inside with whatever I thought would match. Obviously, that matched perfectly. Okay? And then this one, I think I did the writing. So the writing goes this way. So this is a full 8.5 by 11. I'm not sure what language it is, but it doesn't matter. It's beautiful. This one, I think, had the Monet. It did. Well, it reminds me of Monet. It also reminds me of a mixed media. I just love this. Oh my goodness, I just love it. Love, love, love. But it does remind you of a Monet, doesn't it? I want to try painting that. And then there's this one, which I love. Oh my goodness, that's such a pretty wallpaper. And this one. And then this one. So what I think I'm going to do is print enough envelopes another set of envelopes, because I also printed some on linen paper. And then I took, the lace and measured it around so it was loose enough so you could just slide this off, this lace. And I did sew it with pink thread. Well, it's more of a coral. because I just thought the coral would match better than the pink. So you just slide that off, and then you've got all your pages, and this is on linen, Swarthmore linen paper, so it's really nice to write on. And I did leave the back white for writing, because there's not a lot of place, you know, to write on there, and you wouldn't want to if you were using it as a piece of stationery. So there's all these pages which match the envelopes and the cards because they're the tall layouts, printed 2 to a page, so they're the same size as the notebook. Oh dear. So there's this one and this one. Love, love, love. Look at how precious that is. With the lace. I didn't put that lace there, it's in the paper. This would make a nice place for like a little photograph or something. And I do have some of hers in my ephemera book, so I may be using those. I may be using something like that for that page. This doesn't need anything. Most of them speak for themselves. They don't need a thing. Same with that. Just gorgeous. I can smell those lilacs, I swear. Butterfly. I did fussy cut some butterflies out of the Lavender May kit to add to the cards, and possibly like the back of the stationery. I may put like a butterfly in the corner or something just to add to the stationery. Isn't this a gorgeous kit? It's nice because I'm able to show you the whole kit. I think there's 2 of these. I don't know why. I think I just clicked on it twice. Just love her. I just absolutely love that page. Love this one too. I love them all. And you could do this with anything. Scrapbook paper, digitals, anything. And there's that page, which I have on the inside of the notebook. That's a beautiful collage. That would have been nice too, to collage the whole box with that. You know, cut it all up and use that for the collage. Or cut all of these up and, you know, collage the whole box with them. That one. This one. And then this one. So I have my stationery with my little lace. I'll put the lace on after. Just let me put it in the box. And like I said, I'll probably do a vellum bag because this didn't fit as well as I thought it would. I mean, it fits okay. It looks all right. I just don't want it to flap up when she receives it. So I'll probably do a bag and then fold the top and then lay it in there. Excuse me, I have something in my eye, but I think it's just allergies. Oh. So I'll just put this lace in here so that, and this is just vintage lace. And then I have my envelopes. So I'll do another set of envelopes just in case she wants to use envelopes and stationery, and I'm going to do the same for myself. So I'll be making another one of these, and I'm going to use the same kit because I just love it. I think it just works so well. She has a lot of card kits, you know, cards and envelopes, so really check out, you know, her shop when you go and look, because she doesn't just have cards that go with her journaling kits. She also has card kits. So it's just a great gift, I think. And I'll just put the ribbons in there and put those on later. And the same thing with the notebook. We'll go on top. And then I have one more thing to make, which I'll make today, and then I'll do a complete walkthrough tomorrow. Okay? Because it takes forever for my videos to go up. And then I have these, which I love these, and I thought they went really well. And I thought she could use these for just note cards for herself or to give to a person, you know, maybe slip inside of a you know, one of the dresses she makes, or she does a lot of altering. Like, people will bring her things from like Goodwill and she'll alter them into something completely different. Add laces, buttons, you know, she'll take the whole thing apart. It could be an extra, extra large for a size 4 person. She'll take the whole thing apart and remake it. She just made herself an, it's called an outer fur jacket. It was outer fur from Joann's Fabric, and she bought the whole lot because it was on sale. And it's gorgeous. So there's this card, and these are from the Floral journal cards. I used these a lot last spring. So there's this set. Oh, I'm ringing again. Hold on. Oh, telemarketing. I'm glad it tells you now. Oh, okay. So there's this set, and then there's this set. These are so gorgeous. So I thought you could use them as, you know, just little note cards. And these will go, you know, inside something. Maybe a vellum bag, maybe a glassine bag that I decorate. So there's that set. I thought there was another one of these little ones. No. And then there's this set. So there's the blue set, the pink set, the yellow set. There's a green set. Look at those lilacs. So there's 3 sets of cards or note cards that you can use. Okay? And those are all backed. And these come with a backing page. So you just put it back through your printer and print it before you cut it. Then I thought she could have these gift tags. So I'll put ribbons on them, obviously, but they make great gift cards, you know, to put on top of a box. I was going to use the smaller ones, but I really loved the bigger ones, and I thought she could write a note, you know, on the back. Or she could cut this top off and use it as a note card as well. Look at this one. Oh my goodness, that's perfect Easter. There's a couple of ones in here good for Easter. I'll show you. Like, I mean, Mother's Day. Oh, just gorgeous. Gorgeous. I did make a mini journal now that I think about it. I made a mini journal with this kit. Me and my mini journals. And my micro mini journals. Okay, so this is the one I used for the top of the box, but I did do the gold gilding wax. But see how she's holding some eggs out of a basket, so it'd be perfect for Easter as well. The colors, I mean, the colors are just marvelous. So dainty. She'll love this. She actually made a dress similar to this for somebody hosted a costume ball, and she made her own dress for it, and she made her husband's outfit as well. She is just so darling. I think I have 2 of those, or maybe not. There's the cross. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did have 2. So there's the tags. I thought she could use as gift tags, and I will put ribbons on the top. And then these, I had my ephemera book. They're just tags. But what I did was I took the tags and I cut the tops off except for the top tag. I folded that over and stapled it, and then I put these little pearls across the top. And they all say something different. And I thought she could use it as mini notepads. That one says, "Rest my soul, peace like a river. For the Lord has been good to you." That's Psalms. My heart shall rejoice. And yeah, all the tags say something different. And then this is just a baseball card holder that I have them in. These come in very handy for so many things. So many things. There's that. And then I printed off a whole kit of Faith mini vocabulary cards from Raindrop Lila's shop. And I just put those 3 little pearls there. But it untapes on this side with just some Scotch tape. And then you open it up. It's just a baseball card holder. And I did back all of them just in case you wanted to write like a little scripture or something on them. I thought that'd be great. I love the faith kit. So she has faith, family, outdoors, summer. I think she has autumn. She has them all. Just look up mini vocabulary cards and you'll find them all. Or these might be in, I don't know where they are in her kit, in her shop. But I'll leave the links to all the kits I've used. And then last but not least, I printed out, I couldn't resist. We must have flowers, always and always, right? So I will put something either on the back or the front. And these are the pretty pink floral photos. Instant photos is what she calls them. More peonies, more roses. And I thought Joy could use these as, you know, just little note cards. Slip inside something when she, you know, whatever. I am going to put something on the back, likely a butterfly. I did print out some butterflies from Lavender May Kit. So I could use those. And some stamps. So I haven't decorated anything yet. So that's it so far. And then this, I printed contact size. So these are all the journal pages, printed one page on contact size so I could use them inside the cards. So I'll choose the card, whatever matches this, and I'll put it on the inside of the card or the back of the card at the bottom, you know. And that's what those are. And those are printed contact size. So it actually prints on one page and then you just cut them out. So I put these in here just so I wouldn't lose them. And that's it for today's video. So I will do a walkthrough of everything I've made. I have two more items to make. I hope. I don't think I can get much more in the box. It's starting to get pretty heavy and it is going to Ohio, so I don't want it to be too overstuffed. So that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed that. There's the box. And here it is. Excuse me. I'm ready to sneeze. And then this is the one we made today. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it inspired you in some way. And if I went too fast on the box, just rewind. And yeah, it's very simple. Just fold it in half, inch on one side, inch on the other side, score, clip, done. Make sure everything's glued good. All right, everybody. Until next video, be well, be safe, be kind to you and others, and God bless. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.